It's brilliant, wonderful, and you will be blown away.
The man himself, Christopher Judge, has literally just told us what we should be expecting, and well, how it quite literally is set to just completely blow us away. We are officially 1 week away until we get the War for Wakanda expansion for Marvel's Avengers, and they have dropped even more teasers today where we get our first look at T'Chaka, which you're seeing in the background. So let's just dive into this, in fact, because this has a lot of people talking, right? The artwork itself looks phenomenal. Now, what is really interesting, and from what I'm gathering from these little videos, by the way, I will link the original one in the description if you want to check it out after, but if you remember the first one, it's basically just giving you like an insight on who Black Panther is in this game specifically, right? And gathering from like all of these trailers, it's almost like he doesn't trust anybody, right? Now, what has a lot of people talking is of course the fact that it's our first look at T'Chaka in this concept art, and of course the whole element that Steve fought with T'Chaka, which is where things get really interesting. Now, we know that when it comes down to the story in this game, and I mean just DLCs in general, they love to follow kind of like a comic book route, right? So it does definitely seem like they're taking some elements from that with this specifically, but what has so many people talking is the fact that, I mean, first of all, if you take a look at Steve's skin in the background and you take a look at his shield, for example, is that an indicator that now we're going to start getting different shields as well when it comes down to this DLC? Because are we going to see these flashbacks and then as a result it becomes an unlockable suit for Steve? Will we potentially see this skin for T'Chaka be an unlockable for the man himself, T'Challa, as well? I have no idea, but again, this is what's being teased to us, and just taking a look at the whole concept art on loads of things, there's a lot of people talking, and I mean a ton of people talking as to why are we seeing all the other heroes in the game and why are we not seeing anything for, of course, the Hawkeyes. And remember I said to you a couple of days ago when it came down to this whole DLC announcement, and in fact just the release date in general, I said to a lot of people that I genuinely believe this was meant to be released a very long time ago, and then the archers in the game, so I'm talking about Kate Bishop and Hawkeye, were just kind of like the placeholders in between, right? And I truly believe that is the reason why when we see all of these screenshots and the artwork in general, we're not seeing anything about Hawkeye or Kate Bishop. Now, does that mean they're not going to be involved in this story? I don't doubt that. I guess they probably will have some sort of small involvement, but it seems like Steve is going to be that big voice for the DLC in general, because again, going on the basis of these videos, it's almost like, well, of course T'Challa technically doesn't trust anyone, so out of the Avengers, who would he trust the most, right? And again, it's like all of these things, I'm assuming anyway, will kind of become flashbacks. So we are, like I said, 1 week away until we get our hands on this DLC. What we did see at the start of this video is Christopher Judge, who of course is the voice of Black Panther, just say how this DLC is going to blow us away. We've not had a build up to any other DLC like this, but just going back on what I said a couple of seconds ago real quick, when I said about not seeing any of the archers, i.e. the other characters that we have now in any of the artwork, I genuinely do stand by what I said, where I just honestly believe it was them taking the time that they were going to release this DLC to then utilizing all the other time they had to just basically further better the game, because again, the game was just literally nosediving, right? So again, it's like, okay, all of this stuff does make sense. Now, with that video specifically, what it did say, and the actual caption that the Avengers Twitter account tweeted, is Claw promised to finish what his father started. And then it says, Zoavri tells the tale of two sons driven by the fatal fates of their fathers. Watch Road to Wakanda, fathers and sons, to prepare for the War for Wakanda expansion on August the 17th. Now, what we're going to see in this deep dive video is still speculation. Is this the build-up that I assumed we would be getting now, considering we're on Tuesday? technically yes and no, because I did think that the trailer they done with the whole animation thing was a one-off, but as much as I thought I wouldn't be interested in these, it definitely just gives a much better perspective on what road this DLC is taking. I now do think that from sort of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, again, they only tweet technically on working days, right, are going to be the days that they're going to drop maybe more skins in the game, potential teasers as well when it comes down to the villain fights, etc, etc, or are we just going to see more of T'Chaka? Again, everything is technically speculation because we just take what they give us as teasers and almost like a pinch of salt, right? One thing I did want to mention though, because a lot of people say that, well, I know this is going to be the big DLC that we've all been waiting for and it's really going to live up to our hypes. I've seen so many comments on that, and I do want to point out a comment, but a lot of people are asking how long is it actually going to be. Now, I believe it's going to be between 6 to 8 hours as far as I'm aware, so again, when you take all of that into consideration, it definitely is one of those DLCs that will just have layers to it as time goes on. At least that's what I think anyway. Now, somebody did go ahead and leave a comment on yesterday's video that said it would be crazy if the last costume on the challenge card was the Black Panther movie suit. I think it will be really good to tribute to Chadwick as he did a lot for charity, and I think it would be good for everyone to enjoy it. And that's got a lot of people talking as well, so what do you think on that stuff? Let me know in the comment section below. So, officially 1 week away. We've seen the emotes yesterday, by the way. If you didn't check out that video, go ahead and check it out. They finally revealed the Wakanda Forever emote, which has a lot of people talking, because again, it's just giving you not just a visionary, I guess, like perspective of it, it's actually giving you a teaser of the scenery as well, so definitely check out that video. Is it going to live up to the hype? That's the question that we're all waiting to know the answer to, because we can easily go ahead and say yes, which I feel more than confident to say, but of course you still have to play the DLC, right, to see it. Now, just to bring you guys up to date, Monday, as far as I'm aware, is them just showcasing the combat when it comes to Black Panther's DLC, i.e. takedowns, etc. That's as far as I'm aware, so I don't know if they have anything else up their sleeve for the DLC specifically, but they did also mention the fact that, of course, they have more surprises that they will be sharing, aka a roadmap, hopefully. So, what do you think is going to happen for the rest of this week? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.